What's going on, guys? Halfway through the week already. Got a Q&A. We're going to hop up, get some more Q&As going here. We've got a lot of questions. We have a ton of people asking questions almost every day, it seems. Just different stuff they want us to cover, different things they want us to go over. So I think we're going to step up a little bit in doing our Q&A and stuff like that. I've been doing it on Fridays, but we're going to start doing them a little bit more and going through them a little bit more. So we're going to start stepping up our videos. We're probably going to be doing them once a day, probably, looks like, if not four to five times a week. So it'll be good. We're going to be doing some different stuff, doing some giveaways and things like that. We're going to be doing some shared giveaways, some different stuff where, sharing this stuff with this content with people, our insider updates, our market updates, the Q&As, things that people might like, sharing those with people, either on your wall, sharing those, tagging people, some people that might be interested. We'll be doing some giveaways for that and try to increase the engagement and get people involved. Because this is something that we know that everyone talks about. It's over Christmas, over the holidays, whatever it is, people are always talking about this stuff. So, and it's funny because I go on and search a lot of this stuff on Google and just to kind of see what's out there and kind of just see what the responses are and the questions and the answers. And it's all over the place. I mean, it's just all over the map. So getting things from, again, like I say in every video, whether it's, you're doing business with me and our team or you're doing business with some other realtor, whatever, it doesn't matter. But you got to find the person that you trust. You got to find someone that they have a track record, they're experienced, they have skill, they have a great broker behind them. Whatever it is, they have to have a number of those different characteristics in order to have an awesome experience and get people and get their clients through the process, namely the viewer, whoever's watching, getting you through that process. So like I said, I go on there and I try to find stuff that I'll look up. Okay, I'm going to do this topic. People have asked this question. What are they getting on the internet? It's funny. It's really comical a lot of times what you see on the internet and where people are getting their information. So again, like I've said multiple times, we want to be a resource. Our YouTube, our TLG, the Legacy Group YouTube channel, we're going to be a resource. We're going to have, hundreds upon hundreds of questions answered. And that way it can be a source for people to go to and they don't have to search a million different places and not know, is this, because a lot of the problem is I see people on there and they don't have, they're not even real estate professionals answering the questions. It'll just be, Joe Blow down the street answering or replying to a question someone put on a forum. So it's just, it gets a little messy. So today we're going over a bully offer, which a lot of you are probably like, what the heck is that? And this is something that we really we don't really use this term, especially here in Michigan. We just don't use that term a lot. You see it more in other places. And we really it doesn't even happen that much, but it's something that I wanted to touch on also. It's a way to kind of segue into something else. In a market like this, when you have a seller's market, you have a lot of people who are bidding on homes and the few homes that are out there. So you have things like this where a bully offer is they have a set period, they have a time period when they're going to accept offers, and they say, hey, we want all the offers in on a certain time, and we're going to do it then. A bully offer is someone coming in and giving usually an over list price offer and giving an awesome offer before that date. So you have a date set, someone's coming in and then bidding on the home and getting that offer in before everyone else who is waiting to put their offer in. You get in before that and hoping that the seller gets it and then accepts your offer before you go to the big shebang. So that's really, in a nutshell, that's what a bully offer is. There are a number of things here that people, not a lot of people do it, but things that happen here in Michigan. But in markets like this, you start to see stuff like that in sellers markets. You have people that are selling your house, and you have say there's 5 offers on the table, and you have the ability as a buyer to look at it and say, hey, I want to put an offer in, but I want to guarantee it up to a certain amount. And that's where you can put an offer in, say it's $250,000, and That's the list price. The list price is $250, and you're gonna bid above it. You want to bid $260, but you'll guarantee it up to $265,000. So you're comfortable, with it appraising, all that stuff, and you'll do a $260, but you'll guarantee it up to $265 or $270. So you'll guarantee two grand over. We'll say it could be $1,000, it could be $2,000, whatever, but you'll guarantee that price. And you can put in an extra, sentence that says it'll be 1,000 over, 2,000 over, whatever someone bids up to 270. So you could, and then once it goes past 270, if someone bids 271 or 275, then you're out. But you can do 260 and then say, hey, I will bid 1,000 above or $2,000 above or $5,000 above, whoever comes in above 260 up to 270. And again, it's something that it's surprising that we don't see it as much as we could, especially in this last year or two. But it's probably going to be fairly prevalent this year. We'll see it more this year. I think it's looking like it's shaping up to be already, with January already being one of those months where, like the last two Januaries, where there's a lot of offers already and not a lot of inventory. So that's kind of the way of the world, right? We talked about in our update. Supply and demand 101. It's crazy. So unless we start getting some more houses out on the market, I think it's gonna be one of those times where buyers are really struggling to do stuff. But like I said, guys, if someone can get something out of this, please don't hesitate to share it or tag someone in the video. Send them a link, whatever it is. We're gonna be doing some different stuff. And kind of, just to drive engagement and to, get it out there for people. This is something, like I said, you go online, you go on Google, and you're getting all these different answers, and you're getting all this, all these, different array of responses, and people that you don't even know. I mean, you have no idea if it's a trusted source or if it's a real estate professional. So just raising level discourse, like we always talk about, right? Raising level discourse. So we have our insiders video coming here as well. So that's gonna be fun. We got a lot of good information there. Again, that one's going deep. That one's going really deep. So I look forward to doing that one with you guys. But that's our Q&A. So kind of a quick video today, but a bully offer. Again, I kind of translated it for you and what happens here in the markets in Michigan. Those guarantees. So that's kind of one of those things. There's a lot of other things you can do to strengthen your offer, and that's something we'll get into in later stuff, but I wanted to be kind of specific today and go a little bit deeper into just one of the areas of strengthening an offer and the terms of your offer. So hope you guys have an awesome day today, and look forward to talking to you soon.